Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hello friends, Namaste. Today we'll see a very nice episode. Actually, this is very popular in Tamil, but I dedicate this to some of my friends who don't know Tamil. They might like to listen about our Acharya in the English version. Experience with Maha Periyava. Friends, this is a beautiful episode of a Russian scientist many years ago. Some Russian scholars had come to Chennai for research on Hindu culture. Mahaswami was then camping at Mylapore, and so they had darshan of him and took many photographs of him. They gave the photographs to the Russian Ancient Culture Academy in Russia also. In 1987, Russia held a festival of Indian culture in the Soviet Culture Academy in Chennai. Dr. Padma Subramaniam gave a lecture on Bharatam, Kuchipudi, etc. Then she was invited to Russia, where she met Professor Rybakov, who was the chief of Russian Scientific Academy and Russian Ancient Culture Institute. She was so surprised to see a huge portrait of Maha Periyava in his room. When asked, he said it was given by a friend who had visited him in Chennai, and he also wanted to meet him and clarify few doubts. Subsequently, he came to Chennai, and Dr. Padma Subramaniam accompanied him to Kanchipuram. But Maha Swamigal was down with fever, and the Sishyas said they cannot meet him. They were disappointed and didn't know what to do. Just then, another Sishya came to them and said that Periyava asked them to come in. They went in, and Professor Rybakov and Periyava kept looking at each other for a while. Then Dr. Padma Subramaniam asked the professor to clarify his doubts. But the professor said that all his doubts have been already clarified. Now comes the best part. Periyava asked Russians speak their language mixed with Sanskrit. But in northern Russia, do they speak the language without any mix of Sanskrit? Rybakov was so surprised and said, yes. Then Periyava said, you say Russia now. In the ancient time, it was known as Rishi Varsham. You know why? That is where rishis like Yajnavalkya were running a Vedic research center. Then he spoke about the history of Russia at length. Then the professor said that he wanted to become a Hindu. Periyava said, you already are, but the professor insisted on a Hindu name for him. Periyava laughed and said, he has grey beard like rishis. So from now on his name is Rishi. Well, that Rishi runs a branch of Ramakrishna Mutt in Moscow now. Let us all remember this great Mahan who lived only for our sake to teach us how we should lead our lives. Thanks for watching, friends. We'll see you soon with another beautiful episode. Thank you. Do subscribe and stay in touch. Har Har Shankara Jai Jai Shankara Kanchi Shankara Kamakoti Shankara. Thank you. Namaste.